About Carl Jung. Carl Jung phrases that will make you rethink your life. The meeting of two people is like the contact of two chemicals. If there is a reaction, both are transformed. There are as many nights as there are days, each lasting exactly as long as the next. Even the happiest life cannot be measured without moments of darkness, and the word happiness will lose all meaning if it is not balanced by sadness. If there is something we want to change in boys, we must first examine it and make sure that it is not something that could be better changed within ourselves. When love is the norm, there is no power will, and where power prevails, there is a lack of love. Know all the theories. Master all the techniques, but when you touch the human soul, become another human soul. A psychotherapist must look at each patient and each case as something new, as something unique, wonderful, exceptional. Only then will he get closer to the truth. Knowledge lies not only in truth, but also in error. Your vision will only become clearer when you look into your heart. Who sees inside and wakes up? A person does not achieve enlightenment through illusions of light, but by making darkness conscious. What is not conscious manifests itself as fate in our lives. The main function of dreams is to restore psychological balance. There is no language that cannot be misunderstood. Each interpretation is a hypothesis, since it is a simple attempt to read an unknown text. If it were not a fact of experience that the highest value resides in the soul, then psychology would not interest me, at least, because the soul is nothing more than a miserable vapor. We can't change anything without first understanding it. Blame doesn't liberate, it oppresses. People will do anything, no matter how outrageous, to avoid facing their souls. We shouldn't pretend to understand the world with our intellect alone. Information failure is only part of the truth. If you are a talented person, it does not mean that you have already received something, it means that you can give something. Children are educated by what a great man does, not by what he says. A life not lived is a disease from which you can die. You are not what you say you are going to do, but what you do. A shoe that fits one person tightens another. There is no secret recipe for life that works in all cases. Great talents are the most attractive and often the most dangerous fruits on the tree of humanity. They hang from the thinnest and most easily broken branches. You cannot live the evening of your life with the same program as in the morning, because what was much in the morning will be little in the evening, and what was true in the morning will be false. I am who I choose to be, not what happened to me. We are born at a certain time, in a certain place, and like wine plus a few years, we carry the characteristics of the season and the year in which we were born. Astrology does not claim any more. Emotions are the main source of conscious processes. There can be no indifference that turns darkness into light or moves without emotion. The unconscious is not inherently bad, it is also a source of well-being. Not only darkness, but also light, not only beasts and demons, but also spiritual and divine. Those who do not learn anything from the unpleasant facts of life reproduce the cosmic consciousness as much as necessary to learn what the drama of what happened teaches. What you reject subjugates you, what you accept transforms you. Loneliness doesn't come from not having people around you, it comes from not being able to communicate what seems important to you, or from having a certain point of view that others find unacceptable. When the most intense conflicts are overcome, they leave behind a sense of security and serenity that is not easily disturbed. It is only these intense conflicts and the fire they create that are necessary to produce long-lasting and valuable results. The scariest thing is to fully accept yourself. The small world of childhood with a family environment is a model for the world. The more intensely the family forms character, the better the child will adapt to the world. He who has not passed through the passions of hell has never overcome them. The pendulum of the mind swings not between good and evil, but between meaning and nonsense. A healthy person does not torture others, and usually it is the tortured who are tortured. One way or another, we are all part of one all-encompassing mind, one great human being.